Hey guys, we are in the basement, and today guys, on this episode of John's Arcade, we're gonna revisit the John's Quest for series. That's right guys, in this video right here, we're gonna play Donkey Kong. And I'm excited, and by the way, take a look here. Do you see what's going on? Do you see that Tempest is still working? I didn't do anything, I just turned the arcade on and bam, there it is. So, I am so happy to be done with that topic. I think we really got it, guys. And dare I say, it's bulletproofed? Did I jinx us before by saying that? I don't know. Anyway, let's kind of celebrate. Let's enjoy the arcade today. And actually, a bunch of guys have been asking me to do the John Quest for series because I was doing these almost every week for a while. And basically what this is here is I'm trying to get 300,000 points on Donkey Kong and also 100,000 points on Junior. So we've been doing these Quest for series. And basically, it's my attempt to get my new high score, because my highest score on Donkey Kong is 270,000 points, which is not bad. You know, I'm a pretty okay Donkey Kong guy, but you know what? I'm really rusty, I'm really out of practice, and really, these days, I'm lucky to get 100,000 points. So I kind of created this series to kind of get me in gear and get me off my butt and get better at Donkey Kong, because I think I can be a good player if I just apply myself. I'm too busy fixing this stuff. Sometimes we need to play the games, and that's what I want to do in this video. So anyway, let's go over here. Let's talk about what's going on. So we have my all-original Donkey Kong, and this, of course, is the first game I ever got, okay? And we're going to play this right here today. We're going to try to get 300,000 points, and I don't know what's going to happen in this video, but anyway, let's get ready, though. I want to remove the bezel here. It just makes it a lot nicer to film, okay? All right, I got the camera set up here, and so we're gonna play Donkey Kong. Actually, on my board right now, I have Donkey Kong Remix, Donkey Kong Deranged, Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong 2. I have all 4 versions on this board, but we're gonna play vanilla Donkey Kong right here. You can see that my high score is 130,900. Now that's since we started this series. That's not my high score of all time. But it's the high score since we started doing these John's Quest for things. So obviously the goal tonight is to attempt to beat that score, and that would be ideal, okay? Anyway, let's just get into it, and I'm excited to do this because actually when I went to my buddy Jay's little barcade event in Rhode Island, this was the only game I played. They had Donkey Kong there. It was actually my old red Donkey Kong cabinet. And by the way, I was so jealous of that. I'm like, why did I trade that? But I did get pole position out of it, so I guess it was a good trade, because that is one of my favorite games, of course. All right, so we're not gonna really point press a whole lot. Maybe just right now, just for a little bit. I usually try to stay here until the blue barrel comes or the fireball comes up, whichever one happens first. Alright, got lots of barrels coming here. Alright. So we're doing pretty okay. The hammer's about to disappear. No. Alright, come on. Alright, so first level, we got 6,800 points. Not too bad. Respectable, I think. And by the way, guys, I fixed my microphone last night. I know the last video, there was a lot of static, and I apologize. I soldered a new jack on my little receiver, and hopefully it's all good now. Now, I haven't really tested my work until now, so we'll find out. But I think I did okay. It was actually kind of hard. Very precise soldering. There's actually 2 wires for my microphone, a ground and I guess a signal, and the ground had to go to 2 spots on the plug. Alright, so we're gonna come up here and point press. I'm gonna leave that hammer right there. basically I'm just jumping and I'm pressing to the right while I'm in the air. And every time I do that, I get 100 points. And we're getting 100 points faster than the bonus clock is going down. And I'm gonna probably go down and grab that hammer and take advantage of that. And then the fire guys always spawn on the opposite side of Mario. So if I'm on the right, they'll spawn on the left. Alright, well, we got one. I don't know if that was worth it. So we'll just do this as much as we can. So I'm going to do this as long as that guy will let me do it, and he's not going to let me do it to the end. So that's a pretty good score. I have to say 14,700 after the second level. Usually I try to be around 12 or 13,000, and I'm kind of ahead a little bit here. So that might help us later, especially if we're just trying to beat our score by 1,000 or 2,000 points. So now I kind of stop the point pressing on this level. I just try to get through it as fast as I can. I'm not good enough to linger too long on these levels. So I don't like that grouping at all. So I kind of shook it off. So now we can kind of start controlling the barrels a little bit more. And the idea is that the barrels are going to go down the ladder that you're walking towards. And that's how you control the barrels. And it happens a lot more in the later levels. The odds increase. So like right now I want the blue barrel to go down. And in the later levels, you can control it a lot more too. First level, not so much. Second level, a little bit more. Then third and fourth, it gets a little more exaggerated how you can control the barrels as they go towards the ladder as you're walking towards the ladder. All right. So that guy came down. Normally, I would jump right to that. All right, come on down. Okay. So the first time around here, I usually just run right away. But you can't do that on the later levels. Just that first spring level. And you'll see later. And then if you've noticed, there is a pattern to this level, and I do the same pattern every time. Leave that rivet right there alone. Go up. Because what we're trying to do is trap the fire guys on one side of the level. And this is what I'm doing right now. So when they respawn, they should respawn opposite side of Mario. So Mario's right here. So they're all going to respawn on the left now. And hopefully get just trapped up there. So I can point press. Alright, so we can get this guy. So we got the two guys lingering down there, which is an ideal scenario. But we're just gonna have to make it work. So basically I can point press here until they come up. So they're staying down there, so I'm just going to keep doing it. You can see I'm getting points faster than the bonus clock, because if I were to leave the level right now, I would get a 1,600 or 1,500 point bonus. But I'm going to get a lot more than that by doing this. So 9, 8, 700, 600, 500. So we can keep going until the clock gets to 0. And then get a couple more, and then get out of here. Oh shit. Okay, let's go. Alright. So we're at 36,700 right now. So 100,000 points, long ways away, really. Alright. Jump again, and I'm just blasting through this. I just feel like It's the best strategy. If you're not going to point press, and you're not like a million point player, I say just blast through this stuff. The longer you linger on this board, the more likely you're going to die. Alright. So I'm going to try to make that guy go down. So I just controlled the barrels there. And then we'll take a nice, decent bonus. 4,700 points. What's wrong with that? That's a great bonus. Alright, so this is where I fall apart. I either pass this on the first try or I don't. And you want to wait for them all to spawn on the left side, and then you go right, and then you kind of have the whole right side to yourself. And we passed it with a nice 5,900 point bonus. We're at 51,400 points. Okay, that's good. It's going as planned. I want him to come down. We gotta kind of hurry here. Alright, so the pattern here is we're gonna run to the middle. It's gonna stay right here. Wait for the long spring. Right there. Alright. So we're at 57,600. Rivet level. You know, and this level it's all about the randomness. It can just destroy you if these guys don't cooperate, like that guy right there. Oh my god, that was lucky. Like, that could have went south in a big way. So now I gotta hope that they come down here. There's that guy. There's that guy. Come on, guys, come down. So we're gonna have to contend with those two guys with that hammer. You can be a little fearless when you come up. They'll they'll sometimes get out of your way, or sometimes they won't, like that. So I'm gonna run across. All right, come on down. Please come down. Come on. There we go. Cooperate. All right. All right, let's point press as long as we can. And we'll get out of here. All right, so we're at 66,000 points. $66,000 points. Barrel board. I'm just gonna blast through this. So I just made them go down. Oh, random barrel. Excuse me. All right, here we go. I'm not gonna freak out. Okay. Oh boy. Shoot. Okay, that was lucky. Crap. Shoot! Man, that was some bad groupings there. Alright, come on. Look at that. Oh my god. I am falling apart on this level. Are you kidding me? Man, the barrels are not cooperating at all. Man, some vicious groupings. Man, this level was tough. Well, we're really behind the 8 ball now. All right. So we're at 77,400. This is the Pie Factory. This is gonna make or break it for me. I'm either gonna pass this right away or I'm gonna not. Oh no. Oh no, get out of here. Okay, that was luck. We gotta get at least 100,000 points. This again. I'm not psyched. You're not psyching me out here. I'm good at this level. All right. We're gonna pass this with authority. God, I'm freaking out. I'm missing the ladder. I was trying to go up and there's no ladder. All right, let's get out of here. So next level is what? Spring? All right, we're at 93,900. I cannot get psyched out here. I think we're gonna just forfeit that prize down there. All right, so this is where it gets a little trickier. So I'm waiting for that long spring. Okay. 98,800. All right, so please cooperate. Let me do my thing. Don't mess with me. Okay, come on down, guys. All right, we just hit 100,000. Come on. Come down here. Please come down. Please come down. Please come down. Ah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my God. Whatever. All right. This is quite the game here. So we're at 104,700. No lives left though. All right. No. So I try to get to the right of this ladder. I think it's safer with the wild barrels. All right, that's it. Okay. 113,900. All right, this is again make or break. They gotta stay on the left or I'm screwed. They're coming down. All right, can I I adapt? Can I adapt? Oh my god, look at all these guys. Holy cow. Oh my god. Just get out of here. How am I not dying? Oh, that was, hey, that was a decent game. 117,700, I'll take it. It's not even my top 5. But you know what? We're rusty. We're restarting this series here. So, how did we do? What do you guys think? Was that okay? Boy, that was exciting. Honestly, I was getting into that. So, all right, guys, that's another John's Quest 4 video. All right, there you have it, guys. That was exciting, huh? I actually had a lot of fun playing that. I haven't played that in a while. So, yeah, we're a little rusty, but we'll take that score. Anyway, let's move on and do some viewer mail. You guys want to hang out for a little bit? Actually, I have a viewer mail announcement. That's right. So, I have a new viewer mail email address. It's going to make all of our lives easier, okay? Because before I was using blkdog7@gmail.com, which is fine. You can still use that if you want. But if you really want to find me now with viewer mail, you need to email them to me at john@johnsarcade.com. John, John, at johnsarcade.com. It doesn't matter what you put in the subject line now. You don't have to put viewer mail. You don't have to spell mail right. M-A-I-L, M-A-L-E. I know there's a couple ways to spell mail. So you don't have to worry about putting viewer email or making viewer mail 1 or 2 words. Nope, not at all. Just email them to me at john@johnsarcade.com. And actually, let's read one here from Mark. It says, am I first? Am I first? If so, can you say my name on your show? Mark Zodi. Yes, Mark, you are the first one to email me at john@johnsarcade.com. I announced this on Twitter earlier today. So, Mark, you're the first one. Mark Zodi. First, john@johnsarcade.com viewer mail. Moving on. This next one's from Bill Kalin. Hey, John, no better way to test your new viewer mail than pictures. Bill also saw my tweet. So I started watching your channel a few years ago. He says, 40 cabinets later, thanks for your videos. If they were not there, I would not have the coolest arcade in the neighborhood, Bill Kalin. And then he attached some photos here. And by the way, his arcade is killer. Check it out. So, Bill, that's quite the collection there. Let's see. I see Addams Family, okay. Amazing pinball. I see, is that a Buck Hunter? I'm looking at the thumbnails. Asteroids. There is Tapper and Tron. I see a Street Fighter, a Missile Command, a Paperboy. My God, you got a lot of stuff. Pole Position Cockpit. Killer arcade, Bill. So thanks for sharing. And then going on, next one here from Fred. Hey, Johnny, what theme would you most want to see Stern tackle next? If a music theme, what band do you think deserves a pin? Or rather, which band's music lends itself best to a pinball theme? Thanks, bro, Namco. So I thought about that before, what bands would be good for pinball machines. It's funny because I often think a lot of the bands they pick are for old people, like Elvis and Rolling Stones and stuff like that. Bands that were really relevant in the late '60s and '70s. And so, like, my first instinct would be to say like Led Zeppelin, right? Is that an old people band? I think it is actually. So I don't know. Are we gonna get to a point? I've been thinking about this. Are we gonna get to a point here where we're doing Nirvana and Pearl Jam, like stuff from the 90s and not stuff from the 70s and the 80s and the 60s? Because that's what they've been doing, right? Like Guns N' Roses, it was an 80s band. I guess Kiss is a 70s band. Heck, Elvis was a 50s, 60s thing. So, they've been doing stuff. They haven't really crept into the 90s at all. They went into the 80s. They did Guns N' Roses. Is there any other 80s like music license pins? I guess not, right? Just Guns N' Roses, huh? But I think it's time for some 90s stuff. Why don't we do Pearl Jam? Let's do Nirvana. What's wrong with that? I guess Metallica's an 80s band too, wasn't it? So I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm not crazy about the music themes. I've never owned a music theme pin. I don't really crave the music theme. I do think the Metallica one is kind of cool. That band's a little controversial depending on who you ask. But I would like to see Stern have the balls to do an original pin, just like Jersey Jack is doing right now. And if you guys saw Pat Lawler's new original themed pin, what's it called? Dialed Up? Is that what it's called? Yeah, dialed up. It's got like drones and cell phones. It looks actually really cool. But I would like Stern to have the balls to do something like that. They kind of dabble with Big Juicy Melons. That doesn't really count though. That's kind of like an EM kind of experiment thing. I want to see them doing an original theme, just like George Gomez would have did back in the 90s. You know, like Monster Bash, which isn't, I guess, an original theme, but it was an original theme. That was Universal Monsters, wasn't it? So did George Gomez do any original themes? Well, he must have. Well, he did Revenge from Mars. That's an original Bally Williams theme. So I like to see him do something like that. Let's. I want an original theme. Forget the music stuff, because I think that's too polarizing. I think it's very hard to pick. I think Ghostbusters is the one where they nailed it, right? They nailed it, because that's universally liked, especially for, you know, people that grew up in the 80s. That's it, right? With the music, I think it's hit or miss, a little risky. I don't know. I guess what other movies would you do? Like Blues Brothers or Animal House? I mean, that's the kind of stuff I'd like to see. Caddyshack? I guess they kind of did that with No Good Gophers. So, I don't know, Namco. Did I answer your question? So, anyway, guys, that's it. Just a quick little, you know, surprise video. I really felt like playing Donkey Kong tonight. Actually, we should go look to see if Tempest is still working. Arcade's been on now for about 40 minutes. And it is indeed still working. I can see from here. Look at it. It's still functioning. I see all the colors. So I think we really got it. I really do. And I'm pretty happy about that. So anyway, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends. Send your viewer mail to john@johnsarcade.com. john@johnsarcade.com. That's a little easier to remember, right, than Black Dog 7. So john@johnsarcade.com. Send your viewer mail. Subscribe, like, comment, tell your friends. Check out my podcast, Video Game Outsiders, at videogameoutsiders.com. And You Suck Show at yousuckshow.com. All right, guys, that's it. I'll see you very soon. Later, and bye.